Trauma-informed care is an organizational structure and treatment framework that emphasizes physical, psychological, and emotional safety and helps survivors rebuild a sense of control and empowerment. How do you know you? How do you know who you are? We all agree that our five senses, sight, smell, hearing, touch, taste, help to determine our surroundings. You are the sum total of sights, smells, sounds, sleights of hands, and savorings of flavors, along with the responses that were demonstrated for you. That's important to know. Your responses were demonstrated, and you repeated those actions if the response brought you pleasure or saved you from danger. Then your brain stores the information you receive from the environment through your senses as memories, and memories inform your emotions. Have you ever felt anxiety from adversity? Anxiety shows up in our bodies as overthinking, avoidance, sweating, stomach aches, panic attacks, needing reassurance, procrastination, breathing challenges, headaches, rapid heartbeat, memory challenges, and insomnia. Secreting harmful chemicals through the body like cortisol, norepinephrine, and adrenaline, and can be seen in others as a loss of executive function, loss of hearing, an inability to speak, unable to organize thoughts, words, and actions, heart rate increases, hyperventilation, complaints of stomach pains, and feelings of impending doom. These are natural responses to anxiety, and these responses are contagious. You could easily contract anxiety from family, friend, foe, or your environment. This is a standard response for our protection. The sympathetic nervous system response is the body's involuntary response to stressful situations or danger. If the stress response cannot be turned off, our body's defenses break down. Be proactive. Be empowered. If you practice self-regulation, you can stay ahead of anxiety, no longer taking biological responses personally. When you come in contact with someone who is showing signs of anxiety from adversity, you can offer an opportunity to express feelings and expel chemicals associated with those feelings from the body. Individuals who are born with social determinants like lack of opportunity, a lack of economic mobility, poor housing quality, poverty, discrimination, community disruption, and violence are more likely to experience mental depression, mental illness, domestic violence, divorce, incarceration, incarceration by proxy, substance abuse and misuse, physical and emotional neglect or abuse, even homelessness. Remember, our biology plays a significant role in our decision-making process. Any decisions made under stress can be evaluated through a trauma-informed approach as a potential path of recovery. Our first responsibility in self-regulation is knowing the one thing we can control in any situation we find ourselves, our breathing. If you can recognize biological signs of anxiety from adversity, here's a simple response that benefits our biology. A resilience strategy, if you will. The practice of self-regulation as self-care. Breathing for 6 to 8 seconds, inhaling and exhaling. When you begin to mentally focus on regulating breathing, your brain secretes dopamine, melatonin, and serotonin, initiating a parasympathetic nervous system response, producing the feelings of calm and contentment. This biological reaction occurs naturally once we begin to regulate our breathing. Just get high on your own supply. Practice for 1 minute a day. That's 5 deep breaths. Building resilience takes practice. If you are able to recognize your stress responses, you can get ahead of this biological reaction, gain control of your executive functions, and maintain calm in stressful situations. Our second responsibility in self-regulation is regulating thoughts. Since we are controlling our breathing, there's no talking aloud or aloud. Either way you put it, the mind begins to distract with words and ideas. Create positive affirmations for negative self-talk. It builds new neural nets in the mind. Then you can return your focus to breathing. If you understand how our bodies naturally release harmful chemicals as a response to anxiety from adversity, be aware of your body. Practice your resilient strategy of self-regulation as self-care. Ask what happened, not what's wrong. And share what you know with family and friends. Let's build a trauma-informed community of resilience together.